this gentleman passed the screening process. So maybe next year we will have provincial partner directors when everything will be back to normal.
Thank you. Mark, for Mark Gandiasa. Hello, Mark. Good. About your advocacy, what have you done so far with your advocacy? What have you done so far? Your advocacy is awareness against violence towards women and children. What have you done so far?
Uh, uh, what I've done so far is that uh, as I express my advocacy, there's nothing much better to express your advocacy to but to start with yourself. That's why I started from giving respect, most especially to the less fortunate ones, and my advocacy showcases uh, fair respect to women, to men, most especially to the LGBTQ, who are the most vulnerable subject of violence.
But your advocacy is awareness against violence towards women and children. What is the real picture regarding violence against women and their children? Why do you have the advocacy? All the advocacies out there, why this advocacy?
I do think I have that advocacy because I do feel the responsibility as an older brother to my sibling that I could prevent them to avoid possible harassment to my loved ones.
Okay, thank you. For Shay, coming up there. Hello, Shay. Good afternoon. How are you helping homeless children? No, because your advocacy is helping homeless children.
As what you can see in my profile picture, as what you can see in social media, I post a lot of things about helping children, helping LGBT people, because in my island there is a lot of poor children, not just children, but also people. And I chose those advocacy because actually I am a survivor of life. I don't have a parent since I was young. And in my young age, I experienced a lot of struggle and challenges. Because of my experience in life, it helped me a lot to become a strong person. To help those people who need. And I didn't want people to experience what I've experienced in life.
So you used to be homeless.
Yes, sir. I didn't have parents actually.
How did you survive? Who raised you?
In my young age, I worked first.
Oh.
So, an island boy. I was the first island boy at Haring ng Ulaplo.
Okay. Thank you, Jay. For Ken Ramirez. Hi, Ken.
No,
Why is your advocacy relevant?
sir,
Why is your advocacy? Why is it important?
saying to encouraging Leila, I have no parents and survivor in life.
But your advocacy is youth empowerment.
Yes, sir, I would like to express my advocacy for homeless children like me, and I'm the one who provided for myself.
That's not your advocacy. Because it says there, advocacy, youth empowerment. Why? Is the youth not empowered? Why do we need to empower the youth? Pwede na insight ko.
Sa akong ng concern, kinahanglan ang bata na lagi lang like homeless children for the makuha sila like kanang magaitan sila sa saktong dalan eh.
Thank you. For Daniel Justin Consuegra. Hi. What is your answer to your favorite quote and why? No, your favorite quote is, would you rather be at war with the world or war with yourself? What is your answer to that?
I'd rather be at war with myself than be at war with the world.
Because
For me, I strive to be constantly improving, be constantly developing myself in ways that I guess that could be hard for me, and that is hard on me. So I do believe that I'd rather be at war with myself than be at war with the world, because by being at war with myself, I am able to improve, I am able to grow, and I am able to show the world what I can do. And by doing that, I am at peace with myself, and I am at peace with the world.
I like that. Okay, what is your biggest war so far?
My biggest war so far, I guess right now, being a part of this project, I guess this puts lots of pressure like that, and I do think balancing this with work at school is a war that I'm going to fight, and I know I'm going to.
This is your first action.
No, this is my second pageant actually.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
For Rafael, Francis Ocampo. No, Raf. Why mayor? Why mayor? Why do you want to become a mayor?
Okay. When I was a child, I always look at our Julius family like he is so very powerful in our city that nobody can beat them, especially in financial, like helping those people. And that's why I want to become mayor in our city because my advocacy is our charity. So our charity is to help those people who really need our help. For example, homeless people. It breaks my heart seeing them asking for food, asking for money on the highways. So if I will be given a chance to win this Mr. Alan Teresi, I will use this platform to connect to the sponsor to build a temporary home for the homeless people. That's all, thank you.
So you have not done anything yet.
I already have done in our band. I also a member of Alpha Beta.
No, regarding the homeless people.
I do feeding program in Alicia City.
What is that program? What is that program?
Feeding program.
Oh, thank you. Mackenzie Saavedra. Hello. What have you done so far regarding marine life preservation?
I did start researching on different government that supports marine life preservation or different programs.
Why? Why marine life preservation? What is the status of our marine life?
I chose this
You're from Alisa, you know?
yeah.
Okay, why? Why this advocacy?
I chose this advocacy because a lot of people, including myself, find the beaches and oceans as a comfort zone. And I want to preserve our beaches because, like I said, it is our comfort zone. I am a free diver myself. And I saw a lot of beaches already after the typhoon. It is now covered with trash and filth.
What have you done so far? Aside from your research?
To be honest, I'm starting. I did start researching, but I haven't done nothing.
Thank you, and good luck with that.
Thank you.
Rafael Tan. Please expound on your advocacy.
My advocacy is about physical fitness, taking care of our bodies because first it gives us confidence when we know we're physically fit and helps boost our egos, and last but not least, I believe that it is a temple of God.
So how are you protecting yourself?
By I protect my body by giving the right amount of nutrients from my diets and the right amount of exercise, not too much, not too little.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nico, Paul, Intingan. Hi, Paul.
Hello.
What can we do to solve global poverty?
What we can do to solve global poverty? For me, I would like to ask for help from people who has more financial support, or like from sponsors who has big backgrounds like mayors, presidents, or like governments, where I can ask for them to help me little by little, baby steps, in where I can start in barangays like from my province, Samar, where the less fortunate will be provided to be provided with their daily needs, and their houses will be built firmly.
So far, in your personal capacity, what have you done to help them?
So far, I've been going to the place, Samar, my island, and I've been an island boy, so I know them a lot. It's like I've made friends with them, and then the things that I did was like give them shelter when they needed it, give them food when they don't have any, and then give them the fun they need when no one else would want to give them.
Shelter. You gave them shelter, temporary shelter.
No, not temporarily. We gave them you call this, a lot for them to stay in. And then we give them woods like from coconut trees. That's what we gave them.
Provided them
Provided them,
materials
yeah.
with the house.
Yeah.
But this is in partnership with others.
No, it's like for family now. Because like we already know that they've been helping us, like their crops. So it is how we repay them back.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Alright, hi everyone, I'm Fritz from Ilagan Susumu. I have a question from Mark Brandon Phillips. Hi Mark.
Good day.
Good day. Now I have seen some of your, on the pages, you have your HIV awareness session. Now, how can we, because right now there are increasing of HIV cases, from the session that you had, what is your advice on how we can decrease the HIV issues?
Well, we can always start with safe sex. We can use condoms. Yeah, we can always go with safe sex. Use condoms.
Alright, then, for everyone also, not only for the press, can you tell us your advocacy and why is it important to you? Yes, same. Thank you. Right?
My advocacy is about tourism, because our tourism in my island, Bohol, is really going down, and I want it to go back up so the economy will boost and people will get back their jobs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Ryan Guido, Yon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. Okay. My question is, where was that? Okay. If you win Mr. Island Tourism 2022, what is the single most important thing you would want to accomplish?
The most important thing I would like to accomplish is like advocacy. It's tourism. I would like to promote small businesses from every single barangay, provinces throughout the Cebu, because after all, during the pandemic, a lot of our agricultural tourism, our region, our economic overall got affected by it. So if I do win, I will not let the title of Mr. Island be on my head, but instead I will do my best to help people as we should be, because that's what I am. I'm a human
being, and I would like to promote peace and love for everyone. Thank you.
How about question? You mentioned, yeah, same. You mentioned about pandemic. After this pandemic, what have you learned? What you have learned?
I have learned is nothing is given. You have to earn it. I see this like, as of now, I am a working student, but my parents didn't support me. But I don't look at it that way as I have special things that other people don't have. But I look at it as I have to work for it because a lot of people did lost their job. A lot of people wasn't able to provide for their families, their food, and a lot of them are actually trying to get back as of now. But for me, I would like to encourage everyone that no matter what happens, you just keep going and going because the only way to come down is up. So that's it.
Thank you. Raphael? Yes. Hi. If you were to ask a fast talk and why, private or public? And why?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Okay. My question is, if you were to choose private or public, and why?
I go with private because I believe that success is better in private. To avoid showing off to other people and yeah, I would prefer private because like I said, I don't want to show off to other people, especially when it comes to success, when it comes to problems. I'd rather not have it out in public. Yeah.
So if I were to ask you, are you single or do you have a girlfriend already?
Complicated.
Complicated. So if ever you have a girlfriend, would you want it to be public or private? Let's lighten up. Let's lighten up because it seems like we are on the hot seat right now. Let's lighten up. Yes.
When it comes to something like that, if I have a girlfriend, I for sure publicize it because I am definitely proud.
Thank you very much. And lastly, can I ask for Harry? Harry Abbas? Did I pronounce correctly? Okay. Okay, Harry, I have a question for you. What are the qualities of a Cebuano that you want to emphasize in Mr. Island Tourism 2022?
Oh, we all know that we've been struck from the super typhoon audit, and we all know that we Cebuanos will rise up from the tragedy we have struck by on us. Bangon Cebu.
Okay. And lastly, Dervin. What is the best thing about being a Cebuano?
The best thing being a Cebuano is food.
Palit saya.
Ang best thing ay sa Cebuano pagka Cebuano na to na naatay ko in time sa calamities na in-store na to. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. Those who have not yet answered, I need 3 people to please come to the microphone. I don't know any names, but just come to the microphone if you have yet withhold or answered. One more person. Okay, thank you. Let's start with you. Let's start with you, sir. Just one question, and if there is one Cebuano or a Bisaya phrase that you can be very proud of, and you can bring that to the world, what would it be?
Para na ako, isa ka phrase nga, Cebuano word nga may kakon sa mo kalibutan ng sa mga tao ang word nga padayon kay kini mo yung usa ka word nga kitang tanan makarelate bisag after sa tanang hitabo sa pandemic then sa ugat pila ta ka months na antos sa pandemic almost 3 years na siguro pero para na ako padayon na jud gyapon ta kay na may kaluoy yung dilitan ay masagdan sa mga.
Thank you. Next. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. same question. If there's one Cebuano or Bisaya phrase that you can be so proud of, what would be something that you can bring to the world? What would that be and why?
Bangon. Like, we're struggling with, I said earlier that we're struggling with pandemic and we're being in debt. So, as the word is bangon, is no matter what, nagkaubos ka, we still gonna rise up. And wala kay, dili na dapat ma-down kay more na. We have still ways and we find ways.
Thank you. Next question.
For me, the Bisaya phrase that I will say is "gahit." Yes, because Cebuanos are resilient. Despite the pandemic 2 years ago, and now we have encountered Typhoon Odette, we are still here. We are still celebrating our lives. And I believe that Cebuanos are getting it because we are just ruined. We are not damaged. Thank you.
Thank you. Last please.
If there is one phrase or one word that I would describe Cebuanos that I could bring to the world, that would be Madasigo. Despite all of the challenges that we have faced in these past 2 years, lives were lost due to the pandemic, infrastructures were damaged because of Odette. Our tourism sector has been greatly affected by both pandemic and the Typhoon Odette. Our tourist destinations here, especially the Bagyan Falls and other tourist destinations here in our beloved province Cebu, has been greatly affected. And despite all those challenges that we are facing, we are still looking forward to a brighter future. We are not dwelling on the negative sides that we are facing right now. Instead, we are looking for the positive things that we could do and how to achieve those positive things. And that, I think, is the word that best describes Cebuanos, Madasigo.
Great, thank you.
Hi guys, good afternoon. I'm Sir Lin from Hasuki Kapsura, but we have only question kasi from Alain Fontaine.ph. Okay, so anyone can actually answer this. Alain in nasa USA. Okay, the question is coming from Mr. Alain Fonte from Z.ph. Anyone could answer na lang. And in Cebuano or whatever local dialect that you guys want to answer. With regards to the promotion of our tourism industry, what is the greatest lesson that the pandemic has taught you for our tourism industry and why? Again, with regards to the promotion of our tourism industry, what is the greatest lesson that the pandemic has taught you for our tourism and why?
I think that the lesson that we have learned in this pandemic at the tourism sector is that we should always have a contingency plan. We should always have a backup plan. It's because the future is very unpredictable. We don't know what will happen today, later, or tomorrow. Right now, we are facing pandemic, and as of this moment, we are now experiencing the threat of having World War III because of the tension between Russia and Ukraine. And that, in a sense, it affects the global economy that would also hinder other tourists to visit one country to another. And I think it's the greatest lesson that we have learned. It's because of the unpredictability of that industry, and also we need to have sustainable tourism also for us to have a better life and also for the industry to survive in the long run.
Thank you. Anyone else who would like to answer some of those questions? Okay na? Okay, sige, let's move on to the next question. Dalawa kasi tensa na. Okay, if there is one island, only one island in the Philippines that you wish to promote as your tourism advocacy, which island would that be and why?
The island that I wanted to promote is my province, which is Siquijor. Siquijor is surrounded with friendly people and wonderful nature, especially the sea. And I want to use my advocacy to empower people, especially the youth, to take an active role in preservation and sustainability of our sea nature. And also, I want to promote the tourism of my province through social media. Um, because using this platform, I can promote the tourism of my province, like posting videos and pictures. And also, you can attract potential tourists around the globe by by just sitting on your desk. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay.
If there's any island that I would like to promote, it'll be the island of
Sige, buddy, go ahead. Go ahead. After this,
it'll be the island of Cebu. Because throughout the Philippines, I'm from Cebu. This is my home. So it's not just the Cebu, but also the other provinces of Cebu. Because we all heal as one. That's why there's a term in Cebuano, Bangong. So we heal as one and we also work as one. Because if we unify and we also work by one another, we bring each other up, we will make Cebu as one of the most dependent and most independent island in the Philippines. We can provide tourism attraction, which a lot of foreigners, like for example, you as Americans or Europeans, can go in here and actually see how strong Cebuano are and how proud we are of our country and our tourism.
thanks, buddy.
I am with that because I will promote Cebu Island because Cebu Island is giving 35% of 35% of the 100% or 2.2 billion to the budget of the Philippines. That is very big, and especially in Cebu province. Cebu province is rich in highlands. We have world-class beaches. We have waterfalls, especially in Sambuan. Sambuan is known as the home of the waterfalls. So that's it. I will really promote Cebu Island. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Last? Okay.
I would give it a chance to promote. I would probably choose my island, which is the Olango Island. Because actually, growing up in that island, I feel so rich in terms of culture and agriculture. And of what I can see, I'm sure that you will enjoy the beaches there. Not just the beaches, but also the person there is so kind. That's why I was always proud to share its beauty and what Olango Island has to offer. And wherever I go, I will always bring with me the pride of being Islahanan. Because actually, Olango is my home, and it could be your home in our paradise.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Madam Z, thank you.
Go, sir.
Hello, good afternoon. Gordy John from Badger Mark, Philippines. This question is for the organizers. Hi, Sir Noel. Yeah, since the title is Mr. Island Tourism, what are the inline activities that the candidates have within the next few weeks?
Okay. Actually, we are still waiting because we have passed already a letter with the Department of Tourism Region 7 to recognize us, to partner with us and their activities, and also with the Cebu Provincial Tourism Office. So we are still in negotiation because it will incur a lot of budget. So we will visit all the municipalities that is triggered by the typhoon event. So we will have like assessment. Then after that, maybe we can plan of how are we going to help that specific tourism municipality.
Yeah, thank you very much. So we will be awaiting for the guys to visit 80 places in Cebu.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Next question for James Vidal.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yep, good afternoon, James. Could you expound your advocacy and mental health?
I will what you have written me. So my personal advocacy is mental health because as a victim of mental health, I've been through a lot since I was bullied because I was a obese kid, and the problem is a lot of people are victim about it. Like they're having depressions, anxieties, and everything that will broke their mental health. And I want the people to know that you're not living alone, and you should share your problems and talk with medication if available, and that will be my mental health advocacy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, James.
I want to ask this question to any of the big souls out there. If you were the first ever Mr. Honest Tourism, in what way will you make history so that you will be remembered as a place for you? If you were as the first ever Mr. Honest Tourism, in what way will you make history so that you will still be remembered even after decades?
If ever I win the very first Mr. Alan Tourism is that I want to be remembered as someone who has made an impact into our tourism industry. As a hospitality management student, I believe that my course is in line with the title of this, with the pageant title, and not just the title itself. I want also to implement in every place here in Cebu, not just in Cebu. If it's possible to implement across the Philippines, then I would gladly do so. And that I think is what we need to have a sustainable tourism in our country. And that solution that I would like to introduce to different organizations, be it government organizations or private sectors, is that we should have at least 1 day per month of interest to our tourist destinations, so that we would be able to sustain and do something in that day, do some cleanups, and have those tourist destinations a relaxing time. Because if we have seen the effect of too much excessive tourism, especially in Boracay. That's why our President Rodrigo Duterte ordered a 6-month closure to the island of Boracay for its rehabilitation, and we could avoid that another problem in the future if we implement 1 day per month visitors for our tourist destinations. And that, I think, would make an impact, and people will remember me from the things that I have been with my title.
My next question is, how will you convince us, members of the press and bloggers, to invite word to our pages? How will you convince us, members of the press and bloggers, that you are worthy of our pages, that you are worth promoting, so to speak?
I am worthy because even before I joined pageants, I have worked with non-government organizations that is doing cleanup drives, and that act alone, without the use of social media, without flaunting it to other people that I am doing something for our environment, is more than enough to prove that I am worthy. Because I could work without media.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Bagwana from the Freeman. Kasakuan ko, so my first question is for Ken. Hi Ken, nag-asa ka sa Sambuan?
Taga-kalasa, klase.
Klase? Kalinay. Just very quickly, how do you, with this platform of pageantry, how do you imagine helping promote the tourism of our home?
I will use this platform by using the social media. I will promote the tourism through social media because as an information technology student, social media is very powerful. Almost every one of us has accounts, has Instagram, Facebook, and many other accounts. So I will utilize social media so that we can promote our tourism industry to the whole world. And in that, after we promote our tourism industry, we can invite more tourists to our place, to our locality, especially in Sambuan. And through that, we can make more revenues, and we can help the locals by giving them the livelihood. Thank you.
Thank you, Ken. My next, let's go to another Ken. Let's have Kenneth for Diego. Okay, and like yourself, I also love watching documentaries. It says here so in your profile. So can you name one, your favorite documentary and why and how it changed your outlook in life?
Actually, I'm a fan of National Geographic, and the documentary that I would really suggest to everyone is the Lost Eden that is situated in Colombia, a part of Amazon forest. So I think that we have seen the magnificent beauty of our nature, the effervescence of those creatures living there, and it's quite sad that Amazon forest is facing real problems with deforestation. And I am asking people right now, even those people outside of our country, to do better, to conserve our environments, because at the end of the day, it will also be us who suffers from the consequences of our actions from today.
Thank you, Kenneth. Okay, for my second to the last question, I don't have one guy in mind, and I lost track of who hasn't spoken yet. So, anybody want to step forward if you haven't spoken yet? Has everyone answered already? Okay. Hi. One of our vice presidential candidates said that if he or she wins, she'd like to revive the ROTC program. Is that something you agree on or not? And why or why not?
For me, I agree with that because it can help our youth to be active in life, and so and it also it can benefit our health also.
Thank you. Another guy please for my last question. Okay. Hi.
Good afternoon.
Okay. It goes without saying that a lot of people were affected financially, income-wise during the pandemic. And some of those good-looking and physically fit men like yourself, some resorted to selling private videos online, making search for fans, only fans, etc. So I'd like to know what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts of someone who resort to something like that? And hypothetically, if we have a phrase na kapit sa patalin, do you see yourself if push comes to shove and you'd resort to something like that?
My thoughts about that is, I don't think so. Di ko makuha sa akong sarili na kupot o patalim because nabit ko pamilya and I have a lot of friends and I think I don't deserve to do that because I have a good family, that's all.
Okay, well, what do you think of someone who engages in that?
I think tapos siya sa kwarto or ganahan na siya na, kung ano yung gusto. That's all.
Okay, thank you so much.
Alright, from the media team, you only need one last question.
Okay, my name is Shikori from Laban sa Cebu. This question is for Rafael Rafael and Deacon. Okay. Same question to both of you. What is the hardest part about winning and what is the hardest part about losing?
Pardon?
What is the hardest part about winning and what is the hardest part about losing?
Okay. The hardest. Sorry, can I repeat the question again?
Oh, sure. What is the hardest part about winning and what is the hardest part about losing?
I think there is no hardest part in winning because you know yourself, you're the winner in this title. But the thing is, when you lose, there's no need for that to make down for yourself because when you lose, it is a program. to become a success, and it teach you how to become better for yourself. Maybe that's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. How about Indigo? Same question. What is about, what is the hardest part about winning and what is the hardest part about losing?
Thank you for your question. The hardest part of winning is that you win so much and then like there's no more, you have no more goals because you already have it. Like you've done everything, you've done everything for yourself and then you've gotten it all. So for me, it's like maybe you'll seek for something like you'll have a hard time looking for another goal because you have already won everything. But the hardest part for losing is like accepting it, accepting that you've lost, accepting that. Maybe like I'll get it the next time and then it's just acceptance, that's all.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Pastor Media. That is a very top question, gentlemen. All right, now we're giving away by innocent collections and goodies from Titas. Maybe all other organizers for this event, led by Mr. Noel. Yes. We request all the organizers to come in front for photo shoot.
Ay lang makuy, ay lang makuy. Oo, sige nagawa na lang. Uy, na-appeal man na! Ikaw sa dito, picture lang.
Our media press.
Tara, Fritz. Yes, ako na sa iyan.